Batten down the hatches. Has suspiciously triple value of startup company even nobody knows his work. Prince Harry has caused the value of a mental health startup company to treble in the 8 months after he was hired, despite the fact the Duke's job title gives little away about his duties, a royal commentator has claimed. The Duke of Sussex, 37, stepped back from royal duties last year to pursue a financially independent life in the US. Harry, along with his wife Meghan, moved to Montecito where they live with their 2 children, 2-year-old Archie and 6-month-old Lilibet. As the couple are no longer working royals, Harry and Meghan are free to make their own income. After departing the firm, the Duke and Duchess signed multi-million-dollar contracts with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify. In addition to these projects undertaken through the commercial divisions of their Archie Foundation, the couple became impact partners and investors at sustainable investing firm Ethic. BetterUp, a mental health startup started in 2013, also hired Prince Harry earlier this year. The San Francisco-based startup offers professional and personal coaching through its mobile app. The Duke of Sussex was hired to be the company's chief impact officer in March. In a recent interview, he spoke more about his job. Harry also discussed how people quitting jobs to focus on their mental health was exacerbated by the pandemic, but also a prominent issue in years before. He said those resigning to prioritize their well-being should be treated with respect. Royal commentator Jonathan Saccardotti claims the Duke is in a more fortunate position than some members of the public. He said, "Of course it's good if people can leave a job that makes them unhappy or mentally ill, and step into a new more rewarding position elsewhere. But the reality of the pandemic has not necessarily been about that for most regular people, many of whom have lost their livelihoods because of the lockdowns and broader economic upheaval associated with COVID." Mr. Saccardotti, who is a regular contributor to The Spectator, added, "I think many people might find it easy to walk away from their job and get a new, better paid one where nobody really knows what they do if they too could ensure the new company they work for could treble its valuation thanks to the publicity they'd bring with them, as seems to have happened with BetterUp when they hired Harry." Jonathan claimed nobody really knows what the Duke does for the company, but an insight into Harry's job role was provided in an interview with the American business magazine Fast Company recently. However, no specific mentions were made about what the prince explicitly does on a day-to-day basis. In a foreword, the magazine explains Harry's role spans product strategy, philanthropy, and public advocacy related to mental health. BetterUp co-founder and CEO Alexei Robico added, part of his role is using his voice, experience, and background for advocacy and leadership around mental health. The Duke also explains that, since March, he has been building BetterUp's social mission and impact, influencing the vision of BetterUp's platform, community, and member experience, and expanding BetterUp's global community of thought leadership, coaches, customers, and members through outreach and strategic planning. In the 8 months after Harry was hired by the group, BetterUp raised $300 million from investors, trebling its valuation to $4.7 billion, £3.5 billion. The Sunday Times reported in October that the company scored funding from Iconic Capital, an investment fund that has managed money Mark Zuckerberg, Wellington Management and Lightspeed Venture Partners. BetterUp's cash injection will help the company to expand on a global scale. The business particularly boomed during COVID lockdown, as the pressures of at-home working encouraged businesses to take up the use of the app. Prince Harry and Meghan's 2021 Christmas card was also a big hit with fans because it featured their little girl Lilibet, who had never been publicly pictured before. But their 2019 photo was just as sweet and was their first holiday greeting with their firstborn son Archie. The black and white snap was taken by Meghan's close friend and actress Janina Gavankar, who, in an interview with Good Morning America, has revealed how she got that perfect shot of Archie as a baby.